Okay, here goes everything. Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. And let me say, welcome, Shadows of Life. I am Puddleglum, Mobius Tempest, Lord Portico, and anybody else who's here. Puddleglum, thank you so much for your 9-month resubscription. 3/4 of a year, indeed. It's hard to believe that it has been that long since you showed up. And time flies. Somehow it has wings. I don't understand. Maybe it's drinking Red Bull. I am not. I, in fact, found some cans of still water at my grocery store and decided to give them a try. And so far, actually pretty good. They are not mineral water, which usually if you find still, it's mineral. And I'm like, no, I don't want. But the only problem is they come in tall boys, and the design of them makes them look like beer. So taking them to work, less of an option. But I have subbed the water out for soda in some cases at home. So ultimately good. I'm trying very hard right now not to cough because while my energy level has increased today, my sinuses decided about an hour ago, no, not an hour ago, about maybe 30 minutes ago, that they wanted to, I don't know what they decided. They decided to attack. And I have had a coughing fit for like the last half hour. So my voice to me right now sounds really raw, but hopefully it sounds okay to you. This last week at work was very tiring. I had to cancel yesterday's stream. I got up at like noon. I woke up earlier, got up, took my my morning medication, and got back in bed and slept until noon. And then I got up, and I just never felt like I woke up yesterday. I was really lethargic. I was moving around, like having trouble moving my body. It was just like everything. If I lifted my arm, it was just like, I'm so tired now. And I don't know why that was the case. The only thing I can think of is that yesterday it was really gloomy out. It was overcast. It was rainy. Maybe that had something to do with it, because sometimes the weather can affect my moods and things like that. But the 4 days that I worked this last week, it felt like I worked a month. And it was partly because at work, the temperatures were higher than optimal, and the humidity was also higher than optimal. I literally came home from work every day with my clothes thoroughly damp from having sweated so much all day long. And so I think that combined with gloomy weather yesterday is why I was so tired yesterday. Like 4 days of basically exhausting myself in the heat, followed by a gloomy day, and I had no energy and could not stream. Luna of Stars, welcome. Thank you for your first ever chat. Yeah, just it was really tiring. And so I'm much better today. I rested yesterday. I didn't expend energy by streaming. I just sat around. And it also Philip came home on Friday night, and so I'm currently having to isolate and mask in my apartment, at least for a few more days. So I'm on the side of the apartment that gets less air from the air conditioner, meaning I'm on the warmer side of the apartment. So I'm continuing over the weekend to be in warmer temperatures than my body likes. Like, they're not terrible. It's 73 in here right now, which is less than it has been most of, like, yesterday. I think it was around 76 Fahrenheit in here. It's 73 right now, which is not too terrible, but still warmer than I would prefer it. And then whenever I leave, like, the couple of rooms that are mine, I have a mask on, which I'm sure is just helping my sinuses so much. But it's for me, better to be safe. I have enough sinus issues without catching the reason for the panini. While Philip is past the point where the CDC says you need to isolate, he's still in the period where the CDC says you should mask when you're around other people and distance from people, because technically still contagious, but they just don't like, I don't know. They're like, once your fever has broken and you're able to go 24 hours without a fever, then you can stop isolating and you should mask for 5 more days. Which is good advice, except that during those 5 more days, you're still contagious. So, at least according to everything I've been able to read, according to what I've been able to find, depending on the severity of your illness, and immunocompromised people are more likely to be contagious longer. The extreme long end of it is 20 days after your fever breaks, that you can still transmit. And so my brain says, okay, well, if that is the outlier, then to be safe, I need to continue distancing and masking around Philip for 20 days if I want to be sure that I don't catch it. We'll see how well that goes, because we carpool to work. We drive to work together, and he'll be going into the office starting Tuesday. So we'll see. I have test kits. I have, yeah. It's still out there, everybody. And the variants that are circulating right now, the dominant ones in the US, the vaccine is helpful in reducing the severity of illness, but they are much better. They've gotten much, much better at bypassing immunity from vaccinations or from prior infection. Meaning it's much easier to get infected with the variants that are currently out there and dominant, even if the resulting illness is more likely to be less if you've had your vaccines. And they still don't know who is most likely to get long COVID. I just saw something yesterday that there's like 40,000 people have been enrolled into a study to help figure that out. And that there's an article going into peer review from, where is it? Brigham Women's? No. It's someplace up in Boston. I can't remember the name of it. Women's and something, which the name is escaping me at the moment. Anyway, they've released information about an article that is going into peer review, so it's not yet been peer reviewed. They're looking into possible biomarkers for long COVID. They've seen some evidence that the virus can actually linger in somebody's system up to a year. And some of the, and I've also seen stuff very recently about how they've determined, or potentially determined, there's a theory that the brain fog that comes with long COVID is tied to brain inflammation from the virus, which honestly, brain inflammation and encephalitis of that type could actually lead to the variety of symptoms that are seen with long COVID, everything from developing diabetes to neurological conditions to motor conditions, because when you get brain inflammation, it can have a wide variety of effects. So basically, I'm extremely cautious when it comes to potentially catching. I have been continuing to mask. I'm required to go into the office in person. So I go to work in person, but all of my meetings, I only attend virtually. I spend basically my whole day in my office at my desk. With the door closed as much as possible, which doesn't help with the, oh my gosh, it's hot and humid in here. But yeah, basically I'm still avoiding people as much as possible. I wear a mask when I go out. I have figured out that I can put these on, the KN95s, without triggering the coughing fits, as long as I let them air out for a couple of days before I wear them. The chemicals that are used in their manufacture were triggering coughing fits for me. But as long as I take them out of the plastic and let them air out for a couple of days, I seem to be fine. So that's good, because they are much more effective. I didn't mean to go on to this whole, sorry. I didn't mean to go into all of this at the start of stream. This is just where my brain went as we got started. Anyway, how has everybody's weekend been? Did people get a chance on Friday night to see Aces in Space? Because it was amazing. If you didn't get to see it and you are a subscriber to Q Times, I would recommend that when you have a chance, you go over and catch the VOD. In a couple of days, it'll probably make its way over to the YouTube and you can watch it there. It was really good. B Zelda was the GM, and it had Sam Delev and Omar Najam and Draconix and Librarian Liz as players, and it was really, really good. Oh no, sinus infection! I hope that you get over your sinus infection quickly. I really don't know. Something changed for me in December, and I went from occasionally having sinus issues to always having sinus issues, and I just have not been able to figure it out. A new laptop, congratulations. So yeah, I'm surviving, but I sometimes wish I didn't have a nose. And then other times I wish I didn't have eustachian tubes, because it's mostly the eustachian tubes that are the problem. I actually tried to cut out one of the over-the-counter medications that I've been on. Mostly I just forgot to take it. But it'd be lovely if I didn't have to take it anymore. By the end of the day, it was awful. I just... Thankfully, it takes effect fairly quickly when I take it, but it still took 2 days for my left eustachian tube to finally feel normal again, instead of feeling clogged. And I worried, because once it starts to feel clogged, it's usually a couple days before I end up with an ear infection. So, a gaming laptop, but has no games, well, we might need to, fix that. There are a couple really good games out. I mean, there are a lot of really good games out there. But if you're interested in something that's not super resource intensive and that has the potential to play with other people, I would say check out Valheim or V Rising. If you're, I think you're connected to the Streampunks community. Valheim's amazing, and there's a persistent server that you could get access to there. And the Streampunks community is going to be setting up a V Rising persistent server soon-ish, if I understand correctly, and so that might be a good one to look at as well. Looking at, I'm uncertain whether you're saying you're looking at getting Steam or that you're looking at potentially streaming. Either one, I support. Steam. Yeah, Steam is good as far as... There are a couple of main sort of game managers. Steam, GOG, and Epic are kind of like the big ones. GOG is mainly older games. But it does have a lot of new games, but GOG used to stand for Good Old Games. And so I use it for some things. The Ultima games that I play on Saturdays, I got from GOG. Steam is my main game software manager. And I've been using it for a long time. I'm comfortable with it. It works well. Epic, I've never downloaded. I don't like their business practices. They're anti-consumer, and so I just don't use them. I also have a couple other launchers, like the game we're going to play today, the game that I have open on my computer and that we have totally been playing since I went live. Technically, I have to have the Origin Games Launcher installed in order for this game to even run. Even though I launch it from Steam, it launches the Origin Games Launcher, and then the game runs. And then EA has one, and it's basically everybody wants you to have an extra piece of software on your computer from them. But generally, most things work within Steam, and within that environment, it's got good social, you can connect to friends, you can ignore all of that too, and just use it to manage games. But I've been satisfied with it, and I haven't found anything better at this point. Hashtag not sponsored. Yeah, GOG is really good for a lot of older games. And Steam has better options for controller support. The only reason you have Epic is so you can play Fall Guys. I have Fall Guys on Steam. Oh yeah, Raft is I would say much easier with more than one person. Remote play together. Couch co-op over there. Yeah. I will just mention, because I talked about, I had a whole rant last week about how I wanted canned water. This is what I ended up finding. Hashtag not sponsored, but it is actually really good. I just wish it was not in a can that looked like a beer so that I could more easily take it to work. They have sparkling and still, but actually, like, I'm happy that I found some canned water, because I have had more water to drink this week because of this than, like, in the last decade. Because I drink sodas because they're in cans, which makes them convenient. So having water in a can means I drink water. Yeah. They definitely wanted it to appeal to a crowd that would be looking for beers. Like, the marketing on it is very targeted to that aesthetic. And that's fine. It's just, I can't, like, bring tall boys called Liquid Death to work and stick them in the mini fridge. So I'm probably going to keep drinking sodas at work, because I can bring a soda and stick it in the mini fridge. But at home, I have access to tall boys of water that I can grab out of the fridge. They're cold. I can just pop them open and drink. And that is what gets me to actually drink something. Bottles don't work. Pouring it from our water pitcher filter thing doesn't work. If it's in a can, I'll drink it. And so that is the whole point of getting them. For those who, yeah, I mean, it would be a good sort of, it looks like I'm drinking a beer and having a good social time at the party, but surprise, I'm really just drinking water and I'm totally sober. MTG Arena, I don't know if it's even on Steam. That's one that I have, and it is a completely separate install. Like, I could load it into Steam so that I could launch it from Steam, but I think it was just a download on its own. I don't think that was in the Steam store at all. All right, I'm actually going to switch to the game screen because the loading time on this game has, been, it's, who am I kidding? This is the normal loading time on this channel. But I should probably actually get us over there. Also, I accidentally just clicked. Okay, we're good. Let me do this. Hey, look, it's Mass Effect 3, the game that I loaded up right at the beginning of the stream, and we are questing to get Kaidan back on the ship, out of the hospital, no longer sick, forgiving us for having been resurrected by Cerberus. I need my Kaidan. Clear American makes a flavored carbonated water that tastes really good, like a soda almost, but it's diet. I'm willing to give it a try. I tend not to like seltzers, like even flavored seltzers, but I'm willing to try it. And I would like to cut down on sodas. I drink mainly clear sodas, so like Sprite, 7-Up. I don't drink Sierra Mist because that one, for some reason, I don't enjoy. But generally, like the lemon lime clear sodas are my go-to. Although I will say Mellow Yellow Zero was my go-to until for some reason it suddenly was no longer available in my area. That soda became unavailable in my area in February of 2020 and has never come back. So anyway. The one thing that would get me to stop drinking sodas is if Schweppes Bitter Lemon was available in the United States. Schweppes Bitter Lemon, I love. I would drink that stuff all the time, but it's not available in the US. And so if it was, that would be amazing. Anyway, let's see. Oh yes, F5 is your quick save option. Save early, save often. If the baddies get too close, tell them to F off with a melee attack. Remember that Kaidan is watching me all the time. Make good choices and use only the best armor and weapon protection before side questing. Yes, okay, thank you so much. Okay, let us resume. We're actually gonna play the game? What? And we are in the middle of main questing because that was our only option. I don't remember where we are. We are on a place. We are in a priority mission. I think, are we on Eden Prime? I don't know where we are. Cerberus has discovered a Prothean artifact on Eden Prime. Land on the planet to recover. I think either that or we're in Palaven. Moon of Palaven. Thank you. Primarch Fedorian of the Turian hierarchy has called a war summit that presents an opportunity for the Alliance to request help building the Crucible. Unfortunately, Fedorian was caught in the Reaper attack on Palaven. Rescue the Turian Primarch from Palaven's moon. That's what we're trying to do. Yes, absolutely. The game we've been playing since the beginning of the stream, as evidenced by the fact that the game category has been Mass Effect Legendary Edition the entire time. Amazing how much short-term memory can be lost by liquid death. It is... I understand their marketing decisions. I just wish that they had some... I don't know where the frack I'm supposed to go. I just wish they had some cans that would let me not appear to be drinking a beer. Great. I need to go there. What's this? Oh, spare parts. Sorry, I'm super distracted apparently at the moment. I'm gonna get into this. I really am. There. But there are things for me to look at.
That Reaper is enormous.
Saw bigger ones on Earth.
Ooh, that is kind of big. I'm gonna have to fight those things, aren't I? At some point. Yes, distract, indeed. Thank you for that. Oh, and they even opened the gate for me and everything. Find commanding officer. I will take the med kit. There's some ammo laying around here. Ooh, M97 Viper. That is a sniper rifle? Let's look. I have the M92 Mantis currently equipped. Yes, please. I would love an increased fire rate on my, The Viper is a semi-automatic rapid-fire sniper rifle, yes! Manufactured by Rosenkopf Materials. Rosenkopf developed a patented automated release system that assists with thermal clip ejection, shortening the Viper's reload time. This rifle is popular with military snipers who appreciate a long-range gun that can snap off multiple shots in the blink of an eye. This is the gun I want. Let's, can I take this mod off? Cause I would like a weapon mod on this. Oh no, I don't need a submachine gun or a shotgun. I just want... Oh, did it automatically switch? I'm confused. It looks like they automatically moved my weapon mod. Great. Yes, please. Nice. Okay, that is the gun that I have wanted since the start of this game. You are not the commander. Looks like we got some bodies. Some bodies are here because they were shot by Reapers. Sorry, I don't know. I'm silly. M27 Scimitar. Let's look. Scimitar is... I don't know what kind of weapon the Scimitar is. That's... I don't want... it's a shotgun, which I don't want. At least not for me. You, however... Yeah, it's not really better than what you've got. So we're good there. And yeah, all right. I'm sure that was oh so amazing, and like I'm sure you love watching me walk around and pick up all the random things, but I need to do it. Commander Hexnar, regarding supplies. They sent us winter gear. Not sure what they thought we'd do with that kind of gear here, but I suppose we should thank the spirits nonetheless. The power sources can be cannibalized and converted to power our combat gear's filtering units instead. The power sources can be cannibalized and converted to power our combat gear's filtering units instead, at least. It'll be nice not to have those clogging up anymore. Alright. Med kit. I mean, it's a game. And they put the things out there for you to find them. You just have to walk around until you find them. So, I assume this is how I'm meant to play. Sometimes it gets me in trouble, though. Alright. Plus, it just says find commanding officer. It does not give me any waypoints, so I don't know where the frack I'm supposed to go. Pistol magazine upgrade. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Oh, I have found the commander.
Yes, sir. Sergeant Barnes, find a way to get that comm tower operational. Sir. General? Commander Shepard. Heard you were coming, but I didn't believe it. General Corinthus. I've come to get Primarch Fedora.
Why didn't you believe it? Is the Primarch dead?
Fedorian is dead. His shuttle was shot down an hour ago as it tried to leave the moon.
Have you seen the body?
That's gonna complicate things.
How are things here on Monet?
How bad is it, General?
We just lost about 400 men in half an hour.
Oh,
We
that
set up camps on
seems
these
about
moons
right.
in advanced position to flank the enemy. A sound strategy. Just
Irrelevant.
exactly. The sheer force of the Reapers seems to make them immune to that sort of tactic. The Primarch and his men found that out the hard way.
I'm sorry. I hear he was a good man.
And a friend. He would have been an outstanding diplomat.
So what happens now?
The Turian hierarchy provides very clear lines of succession.
Right. General Corinthus?
With such heavy casualties, it's hard for me to be certain who the next Primarch is. Palaven Command will know.
Alright, how do we get there?
However, at the moment, contacting them is impossible. The comm tower is out. Husks are swarming that area. We can't get close enough to repair it.
Don't worry, General. I'll get your tower operational.
And time for the one-man
Thank you,
army.
Commander. I'll take care of things on this end.
All right, let's go.
Or rather, the three-person army, I suppose.
I see the comm tower, to the left of the main barricade in front of Palaven.
Let's go!
I'm glad you see it. I, however, do not. Okay, it's that way. Why do you have me with the Avenger prepared? I don't want the Avenger prepared. I want this brand new wonderful gun. But Garrus isn't there yet. Yet? Oh, are we gonna get Garrus? I mean, not terribly surprised if we do. I don't actually know what direction I'm supposed to go to get there. I love that there's just ammo sitting around. Will they let me out over here, I wonder? Okay, this panel thing reminds me of, like, where I grew up outside DC, there were some cul-de-sacs in relatively residential areas where suddenly, if you drove down far enough, barriers like that would pop out of this pavement. It's because there was a CIA facility there, and you weren't allowed to go any further.
Husks at the tower overwhelmed us. Good luck.
I hear battle music. I don't see baddies. Aha! Let's actually aim. Thanks. Yeah. We got this. I love the sniper rifle that shoots fast. Yes, thank you. Okay. I'm in it. I'm here. My brain is not, but I am. Frack. That. Oh, geez. Okay. We're going over there. I am really distracted. I'm sorry. I should focus on the battle and the fact that things are coming to kill me, and there's a freaking Reaper.
We can't repair it from this panel.
Don't make me choose. Last time they did this to me, the person I chose died. Way back in Mass Effect 1. Okay. James is a soldier. He's a fighter guy. Liara is technical information expert. I need repair of a communications tower, which needs technical knowledge. I'm sending Liara.
Liara, see if you can repair it.
I'll go up and have a look. If you can keep Husks
Hi, Ilaki.
behind me, I'd appreciate it.
Is it me, or I feel like the dialogue is like low? Like, I feel like the dialogue is quieter than it normally is, or maybe it's just my ears. Oh, that's James.
Shepard, I've repaired the tower's main satellite connection. On my way down.
General, do you read? The COP tower is now operational.
Much appreciated, Commander. Contact Palaven Command.
Let me know when you've got something. I'll help your men till I hear from you.
Understood.
Shepard out.
Don't I have an, like a... I thought I had like ice ammo or something somewhere. Throw, cryoblast, tech armor, overload. Apparently I do not have incendiary ammo or ice ammo or any of those things. That's fine. I thought I did. I should be a little bit more intentional and less reactive. But because I'm wasting ammo.
Commander Shepard, come in.
Yeah.
Information from Palaven Command. Please return ASAP.
Grand.
On our way.
The best way over there is... Great. Okay. I know what I'm doing, really. I swear I do. I don't. Let me... Thank you. Ammunition. Ooh. Hello. Ground report. Knowledge of the terrain is our only advantage here, and that's not going to last forever if they keep throwing their forces at us. We'll hold this area as long as we can. I'm linking my transponder to the life signal monitoring system of the unit's suits. If it goes out, send another unit here ASAP. I don't know if I can boost the... Like, I don't know if it's just my ears. Everything feels muted to me. I'm gonna check the options. See if I can make voices louder? No? Okay. Maybe it's just in my headphones. Because if you all aren't experiencing the same issue, maybe it's my volume mix in my headphones. I don't know. Just gonna boost up some Mass Effect Legendary Edition in my Windows volume mix for me. And hope that I don't blow out my ears.
What have you got?
Oh, much
As
better.
your partner said, succession is usually simple. But right now, the hierarchy's in chaos. So many dead or MIA.
I need someone. I don't care who. As long as they can get us the Turian resources we need. I'm on it, Shepard. We'll find you the Primarch. Garrus.
Yay!
Vicarian, sir. I didn't see you arrive.
At ease, General. Good to see you again. I thought you'd be on Palaven.
If we lose this moon, we lose Palaven. I'm the closest damn thing we have to an expert on Reaper forces, so I'm advising.
James, this is Garrus Vicarian. He helped me stop the Collectors. He's a hell of a soldier.
Lieutenant, good to see you too, Leon.
Good to see you in one piece, Garrus.
General Corinthus filled me in. We know who we're after.
Palaven Command tells me that the next Primarch is General Adrian Victus.
Victus. His name's crossed my desk.
Know him, Garrus?
I was fighting alongside him this morning. Lifelong military, gets results, popular with his troops.
Okay.
Not so popular with military command. Has a reputation for playing loose with accepted strategy.
Okay, so he has a reputation for improvising, which is probably what we need at this point in time.
What do you mean?
On Taedris during the uprisings, his squad discovered a Solarian spy ring about the same time the Turian separatists did. Rather than neutralize the ring, he fell back. He even gave up valuable fortifications which the rebels took.
Then the rebels attacked the Solarians, and when both groups had worn each other down, Victus moved back in. Didn't lose a man.
Bold strategy. But wild behavior doesn't get you advanced up the meritocracy.
Primarch Victus. That should be something to see.
You think he can get the job done?
I mean,
We both know
that sounds like strategy that would work with the Reapers.
Right now, he could be our best shot, and I trust him.
Okay, let's get him on the shuttle.
Except that they won't be infighting among themselves.
In this weight, Joker, we're in the middle of a war zone.
We've got a situation on the Normandy, Commander. It's like she's possessed. Shutting down systems, powering up weapons. I can't find the source.
Check behind the medical bay.
Standing by. We may have to bug out.
Should I go back and take a look?
Do it.
there's
You said you were with Victus this morning?
that female
Yeah, but we got separated. He went to bolster a flank.
presenting
Could be anywhere out there.
We're trying to
thing that attacked Caden.
Incoming harvester.
Oh hell! What the?
General, tell Primarch Victus will rendezvous here. In the meantime, let's go take care of whatever that thing dropped off. Coming, Garrus?
Are you kidding? I'm right behind you.
Time for the dragon. Game seems low. All right. It's weird because it seemed low to me too, and it's just I didn't adjust any of the. All right, I have boosted the game volume. Hopefully that is better for you. Hello, Garrus. Ooh. Oh, you only have 1 point. Let's give you some abilities, Garrus. Oh, thank you, Portico. I will stretch. I will hydrate. I will posture. An auto level? Oh, yeah, I know that's an option. Sorry, my brain was thinking sound. Hydration. But I have been hydrating heavily and we're about to go into a fight. I'm going to take a quick couple of minutes and just have a quick bio. So I will be back in just a moment and we will we'll dive into this fight. So Okay. I am back. Thank you for your patience. All right, let's give Garrus some powers. And honestly, I'm fine with auto leveling him. Oh, they gave him concussive shot all the way down. That's fine. I just didn't want to go in with him like brand new and unleveled. All right. I hope we get your the scene for you, Shadows of Life.
Jay, that you breathing so hard? Atmosphere's a little thinner than I'm used to, is all.
Well, get used to it.
Adrenaline's better than oxygen any day.
I'm not sure about that, but sure, whatever. Assault rifle magazine upgrade.
Just me? Or do those Reapers look like Turians?
I'm sure they are. I don't like Turian Reapers. No, thank you. Sure they were. Yeah, that's better tensing. Fuck.
I think we're done here.
Thank you. What? So the Reapers can turn people into Reapers now? Is that a thing? They were assimilated like the Borg? It gets worse? Goody. Also, what is this and should I be worried? Okay, it looks like a ship of some sort. Uh-huh. Okay. I'm supposed to go see the general again? I apparently missed that in the instructions. I'm okay with that. Turian fightercraft.
Go ahead.
Still trying to raise the Primarch, but we've got trouble back here at the main barricade.
Oh.
If the Reapers breach it, we're done.
On my way.
Oh, I love it when it autosaves. I hate it when it autosaves. Oh. Hee hee. Why is that one not dying? Apparently I have bad aim. Which ones will? Ugh. Okay, I like having a turret. A Turian turret. This is acceptable. Because spray and pray is my fighting style. Oh, you can hold it down?
Holy hell! What is that thing? Freak yourself!
Indeed. Oh, great! Now we have Kirk versus the Gorn. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be really, really great. What is this thing? And why is it here? Can we say goodbye to this damn thing? Let me guess, we're gonna see a lot more of these.
What's the word on the Primarch?
Oh,
Get a stable comm link.
Okay.
the species the Shadowbreaker was.
Shepard out. Garrus, take me to the last place you saw Victus.
Level up. I swear we used to have, like, ice ammo. Or was that in the last game? Have we not unlocked that for this game yet? I wonder. Anyway. Save game. And we're headed over to Victus. I imagine we're gonna fight a lot more of those.
Should be pretty quick, unless we find trouble.
Thanks for that. That guarantees we're gonna find trouble, Garrus. You know how this works. I mean, also this is Mass Effect, so we were gonna find trouble no matter what. Ammo types are powers now. Yeah, no, I thought I had... 'Cause aren't they're on here. I guess I don't have any. Okay. Whatever. I'm probably just remembering last game, like Mass Effect 2. Because I know we had ice ammo, but it probably was just in Mass Effect 2, that's all. 4 points. Let's bump tech armor. And then resave.
Damn it. Look at Paladin. That blaze of orange. The big one. That's where I was born.
That's rough. Still have family there?
My dad. A sister.
How bad is it?
3 million lost the first day. 5 the second.
How's your military holding up?
Look around. That should give you some idea.
You're putting up a good fight.
For now. But how long does it take before the fight's kicked out? If they'd only listened to your warnings about the Reapers, you might have been ready.
Yeah.
Maybe. Hard to figure how you prepare for something like this.
Lots of military investment, I assume. Ah, yes. Me remembering abilities that I currently have and that are currently equipped, like tech armor. And the fact that if I press 8, it will explode off of me. Listen to Chicken Little? What? Why would they do that? He's always talking about some big disaster, some major threat. I mean, just because he's always right about it doesn't mean that we shouldn't treat him like the boy who cried wolf. Right? I miss my black hole gun. Oh, hi there.
More back here.
Shit, I hate those things.
I
New York is crawling with the creepy bastards.
oh, is he from New York?
It's gonna be bad all over. Leaving the fight just pisses me off.
Oh, am I supposed to jump?
Victus to do the same.
Do I remember how to jump?
Leave the fight to make nice at some point.
This summit is the only chance we've got. None of us is beating the Reapers alone.
Me remembering that I can run for more than 5 seconds. The last time I cried that on Earth, the Reapers came from the sky and it fell. Yeah.
You've seen General
It looks like a bird. Sorry,
Okay,
I got
hold on.
distracted.
Yes, sir.
There was conversation about whether somebody had seen General Victus.
Commander, how many troops in that crash? 50? 75?
Not sure.
Sounds right.
Hard to see a beautiful ship like that go down.
Oh, that's what you're talking about.
The men serving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should go.
People serving on
Primarch was
the
headed
ship.
south.
I mean, I'm going to assume they weren't all people who identified as male. So, people would be a better term than the men serving aboard the ship. Just precision in language. And respect. Because Turian women, female identified Turians, are some pretty badass people and should not be ignored. Right? Right. Good. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I may have tried to shoot at that.
That was a little closer than I'd like.
I'll say.
No survivors. Damn it.
Crash like that is not surprising.
I love. Okay, so this little piece right here looks like a bird. It looks like a bird's head. There's an eye. There's a beak. And the Turians are very like bird-like aliens. Do you all see the bird head, or is it just me? Because I see a bird. And I think it's awesome. I see Don Quixote, the man of La Mancha.
So, Loco, you really think this summit will work? I mean, Asari? Solarians? Where's the Krogan and Batarians? Where's the meat?
It's not that easy.
The Batarians took
Yeah, it
the
makes
first hit
tons
from
more
the
sense here.
Not much left of them. And the Krogan have never forgiven us for the Genophage.
Right. Turians sterilized them.
Solarians came up.
And the Krogan hate them both.
So they won't be joining us.
Too bad. I fought with the Krogan. They're tough sons of bitches.
I think we can get the Krogan on board. I didn't associate the Turians with birds either, but it is in the lore. It's one piece of lore I actually remember. So, but yeah, and when I first played Andromeda, which was the first Mass Effect that I was exposed to, I never considered birds with Turians until I read lore entries that told me that Turians were bird evolved. You went with ant colony? I don't think I went there either. I don't know what I was thinking. Some sort of... I think I went dinosaur. Like, the dinosaurs in the center of the earth in Doctor Who. That's where my brain went with the Turians. I can't remember what they're called. Exoskeletons with mandibles, yeah. That's like saying you didn't associate red dwarf's cats with cats. I mean, I always associated red dwarf's cats with cats. It's right there. It's so obvious from the moment the series starts. I mean, they do like force it down your throat and tell you that cat is cat. But also I love that series. It's so horrible and so good at the same time. They do a good job.
Okay, double time. No Reaper's taking this Primarch from me.
They do a good job of atmospherics in this game to make it feel like I'm in combat, even though I'm not actually fighting. Clear the camp. Yes, I shall. Holy mackerel fuck. Yeah, freeze the things. They don't deserve to be unfroze.
Move into the compound. Moving.
Working on it.
Right behind you.
Okay, that was satisfying, killing that brute. Aw, hi there. So nice of you to come join the party. Chill out. Aw, I missed. Well, fine. I spend less time behind cover in this game than I did in the previous games. All right, how many brutes are they gonna send? Because I need to switch weapons now. I have run out of the ammunition in that gun.
But the tide's turning. Turn up the heat.
All right. I needed that ammunition. I am the brute squad. Oh. Bye. Did I run out of ammunition again? I shouldn't have. I don't understand what was... Why was I not able to shoot? We are saving this freaking Primarch. Unless Garrus wants to become Primarch, in which case...
General Victus.
Yes?
I'm Commander Shepard of the Normandy.
Not Commander. I know who you are. I can't wait to find out what brings you out here. Vicarian, where did you go?
Heavy Reaper unit on the right flank. I believe your exact words were, "Get that thing the hell off my men."
Appreciate it.
General, you're needed off planet. I've come to get you.
It will take something beyond important for me to leave my men or my Turian brothers and sisters.
You're the Primarch now.
Fedorian was killed. You're the new Primarch.
You're needed immediately. Chair a summit. Represent your people in the fight against the Reapers.
I'm Primarch of Palaven, negotiating for the Turian hierarchy.
You can always send a delegate in your place.
I've spent my whole life in the military. I'm no diplomat. I hate diplomats.
Yeah. This is a really... Yeah. They did a really good job.
What makes you think you're not qualified?
I'm not really a by-the-book kind of guy, and I piss people off.
I-
My family's
that's
been military since the
what we need right now.
War is my life. It's in my bones.
You can step down after the war.
But that kind of passion is deceptive. It make you seem reckless when you're anything but.
Like, you're what we need right now. You can step down after the war and give power over to somebody who you think can rule better in peacetime. I don't know, but we need you now.
War is your resume. At a time like this, we need leaders who've been through that hell.
I like that. You're right.
And honestly, uniting these races may take as much strength as facing the Reapers. See this devastation, Primarch? Double that for Earth. I need an alliance. I need the Turian fleet.
Give me a moment to say goodbye to my men.
Sure.
Without him down here, there's a good chance we lose this move.
Without him up there, there's a good chance we lose everything.
Look at that. And they want my opinion on how to stop it? Failed CSEC officer, vigilante, and I'm their expert advisor?
You fought one with me.
Named Shepard.
Yeah, I don't know, Garrus. But I'm sure as hell gonna give it my best shot.
I am not throwing away my shot.
Nobody else can do it. For whatever it's worth, I'm with you.
Welcome aboard. Are you ready,
Hey,
Primarch Victus?
this is Garrus.
One thing. Commander, I appreciate your need for our fleets, but I can't spare them. Not while my world is burning. But if the pressure could be taken off Palaven,
That's a pretty tall order.
we need the Krogan. I can't see us winning this thing without them.
Indeed.
Get them to help us, and then we can help you.
The Krogan.
Looks like your summit just got a lot more interesting.
I mean, obviously we need the Krogan. They wanted you to melee a brute? That seems bizarre.
But Madam Counsel, let me...
I tried to smooth things over with the Solarian Dalatrass. To say she's upset would be a monumental understatement.
Some of these issues are hundreds of years old. Time to let go.
Sad to say, but any effort to ally these disparate groups seems doomed to failure. And I'm sure you understand that we cannot afford to waste time with the Reapers knocking at our door. This must be my final word. I'm sorry, but the Asari will not be at your summit.
Our alliance would be stronger with the Krogan. You need them. We all do.
I wish you luck, Commander. Goodbye.
Stupid frickin'. The only thing that can save us is the Solarian musical. People unwilling to put aside differences in order to actually save the entire freaking universe? Sounds real. Oh, you're not willing to give up your personal concerns for the greater good? You're not willing to, you know, take reasonable precautions in order to make sure that everyone lives? You're just gonna be in it for yourself, which kind of guarantees that everyone suffers? Got it. Sounds actually exactly like reality.
Commander, have you retrieved the Primarch for your summit?
Indeed.
Yes, sir. But the Asari are staying on the sidelines.
They'll regret that. The time for unity is now.
The Solarians will be there, though.
You don't sound very optimistic.
We expect the Krogan will be joining us, too.
I see. Well, then you've got your hands full, Commander. Was there something else you needed to discuss?
You're the one that contacted me.
Have you pieced together how the Reapers hit Earth?
It wasn't all that complicated, really. They surged through the relays in the Arcturus station before we knew what was happening. From there, it was a short jump to the Sol system. Earth didn't stand a chance.
Sending us to the Mars Archives was a good call.
Still doesn't make up for the fact that the Reapers nailed us to the wall.
Well, that wasn't my fault.
The entire Second Fleet to provide cover for the Third and the Fifth to retreat. Hell, I presided over the most devastating military defeat in human history.
How do you see us winning this war, Admiral?
By making you the tip of the spear.
I'm flattered, but the Normandy's just one ship.
And a fast one. You can move quickly, hit a target, and leave before the enemy has time to react.
It's an advantage, but can it win a war?
It's the larger principle that matters. We'll never defeat the Reapers in a full frontal assault, Shepard. The battle against Sovereign 3 years ago took everything we had, and that was just one Reaper.
I mean, yeah, we need to
So
cut them off at the
avoid their
source
soft
somehow.
spots, avoid them where they're strong, and hit them where they're not. And when I find gaps in the armor, I'll hammer them with every soldier, ship, and bullet we've got.
How long can we keep that?
As long as it takes. The reality is, Shepard, everything I'm doing is a delaying action for you. I'm buying us time, keeping us in the game while you gather what we need for this Prothean device. So keep at it.
Okay.
Has your analysis of the Prothean device turned up anything?
Liara appears to be right. It's a weapon of some sort. A big one. Beyond that, we really can't say, other than it's going to be a hell of a thing to try and build.
Do you think it's risky, building something like this when we don't even know what it does?
To be honest, the thing scares the hell out of me. But the Reapers have forced our hand. 2 centuries ago, scientists faced the same problem in the Second World War. They weren't sure what the atomic bomb might do. Some thought it could even ignite Earth's atmosphere, but they did it anyway.
They did.
Any updates on Cerberus?
There's still the wild card here. Hitting the archives on Mars suggests they're after the same thing we are. A way to defeat the Reapers.
It didn't seem as if the Illusive Man was suggesting we appease them. Not like Saren did. You'd think we'd be on the same side, now more than ever.
Cerberus has never played by the rules as we know them. I don't know what their agenda is, but it has nothing to do with humanity's best interests.
I know a lot of Pink Floyd, and somehow I don't know that lyric. I like it.
The Illusive Man talked about controlling the Reapers. He seemed to think that's how we win this.
He's wrong. Dead Reapers are how we win this.
Doesn't mean he won't try.
I saw your report on that Cerberus soldier you found on Mars. If the Illusive Man is good at one thing, it's finding new ways to subvert science. It's never worked for him before, and it won't now.
Nothing more, sir.
Keep me posted. Hack it out.
So we have at least 2 enemies. The Illusive Man and the Reapers. And the Illusive Man and everybody at Cerberus knows more about this ship than we do. So that's great. War Terminal. Primarch Victus.
Commander, thank you for allowing me the use of your ship, and for going along with this plan. Garrus said he had to attend to the Normandy's weapon systems. Something about calibrations.
Sounds like Garrus. I'm sorry to say the Asari Counselor won't be joining us. She thinks there's too much bad blood with the Krogan.
She may be right, but there'll be a lot more blood. Real blood, if we don't try.
When you put it that way.
The sooner we have this summit, the sooner we'll know. Is there something else I can help you with?
You bought a new car, Elaki, and you weren't intending to? let me say congratulations on getting a new car. And I hope that it was your choice and not really just the music. You like their taste in music. You just wanted info. I have bought a new car once. I had a Volkswagen New Beetle when they first came out, co-signed with my dad because I was young enough that that was required. Really couldn't afford it. It was a great car. I liked that car a lot. Most of my cars have been extremely old, run down, used cars. And the last two of my cars I bought from my mom after she upgraded to something newer. My generation really doesn't have houses and new cars. Our parents did. We don't. We can't afford them. We have student loans instead. Sorry. I'm going to go back to saving a universe that I can actually potentially save.
I understand this is a difficult time for you, Primarch, but Earth can't survive without reinforcements. Can I still count on your help?
If the Krogan help us on Palaven, then I give you my word.
All right.
How is it being the Primarch?
Not what I imagined. The battle of all time is happening on Palaven, and I'm light years away, reading casualty reports in the millions. If I'm going to die, I want to be with my men, so there's no doubt we fought to the last soul.
There was a time in my life where I seriously considered buying a refurbished DeLorean. It was going to cost $40,000. But there was a time where I seriously considered buying one and just driving it. I never did. At this point, I would really just kind of like a car that I pick for myself. Instead of consistently driving cars that, like, our current main car was my husband's parents' car that we bought off of them. But we're finally in a hybrid, and spending less on gas because of that. Ooh! Congratulations, Puddleglum. I'm so glad to hear that your car has been fixed. Flux capacitor is extra. I have had bad luck with alternators. One of my cars liked to eat alternators. We never did figure out why the alternators, no matter what, they would just go bad. There was something wrong with that engine that it tore up alternators. I like being in an automatic transmission now. For a while, I was in a manual transmission, and I wasn't a huge fan of that. But I can drive a stick because of it. Yeah. Had to clean up part of the cylinder head. Wow. Oh, Puddleglum, I'm sorry.
I understand. Leaving Earth to save it. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done.
I'm not surprised. Garrus speaks highly of you. You never asked to be a leader, yet your people will die if you refuse. We find ourselves in similar circumstances. Let's hope the spirits grant us the strength to see it through.
All right.
How are things on Palaven?
The casualty reports are staggering. The Reapers are using our own tactics against us. Destroy the enemy with overwhelming force.
I've seen the same on Earth.
The strategist in me admires their brutality. The Turian in me knows I'm watching the destruction of 15,000 years of civilization. My civilization.
Thank you, Primarch. My thoughts are with Palaven.
And mine with Earth.
Thank you for that. Like, at least somebody's thoughts are with Earth. Okay. I really just want Kaidan to come back onto the ship. When do I get Kaidan back? Don't tell me. But that is... Uh-oh. Oh.
Commander, Edie just went offline.
There, that was mentioned.
I don't know, she's not responding and I can't access the AI core diagnostics. You better get down to deck 3.
Yeah. I should probably be armed. Because whatever that is that's in behind medbay.
Whatever's happening is centered on deck 3.
Yeah, I know exactly what it
I'll
is.
check the AI.
I'm trying to restart the systems, but something's blocking me. Whatever's happening, it's taking Edie offline.
First, I'm going to read my mail. Omega, come see me. From Arya T'Loak. Oh, it's Arya. Subject, come see me. Shepard, I have something important to discuss with you. I'll arrange for that. Wait, it's sensitive, so we'll need privacy. I'll arrange for that soon. In the meantime, come see me on the Citadel in the aptly named Purgatory. I have a few ideas for your war. Dr. Chakwas spilt some whiskey on the... No, there was that, that... I don't remember what it was. Some sort of mechanized humanoid in a feminine form. I believe it's the thing that attacked Kaidan. That was where we had the... shoot, what are they called? The robots that the Quarians created. Where he was located last game, and where Edie's core was. Like, why would we put a thing like that in with Edie's core? The Geth, thank you, Shadows. Like, that is the last place we should have put that body. It should never have been put in with Edie's core. And I said that when we discovered that that's where they put it. But, you know, whatever. Urgent message from Admiral Hackett. Commander, there's an Alliance researcher working on the Citadel named Dr. Garrett Bryson. I need you to meet with him right away. Dr. Bryson has uncovered important new information about Reapers that could have a direct bearing on the war. I am officially directing you to support his efforts at the first possible opportunity. Please visit Bryson's laboratory on the Citadel at once. Is this address valid? Shepard, I've called and I've sent messages, but gotten no response. With Earth's comm system out, I don't expect this will get through either, but I heard a rumor the Normandy docked here at the Citadel. Are you alive? I'm at Huerta Memorial Hospital under the name Tanner Nuara. Please excuse the moniker and this email. And this email's encryption. In my line of work, it is unwise to advertise my location, particularly when I am not in good health. We should meet before circumstances force us apart again. Thane? Yes? Doc says, I'm ready for visitors! From Kaidan Alenko. Hey, Shepard. Through some combination of a medical miracle and dumb luck, I survived the beating I took on Mars. The doctors say I'm still not ready to be released, but I'd really like to see you if you can spare the time. Counselor Udina offered to make me a Spectre. Still thinking about whether or not I should accept. Stop by my room at the hospital when you're on the Citadel. I'd like your advice. Thanks, Kaidan. Kaidan is asking to talk to us and is awake and still won't be allowed to come with us, but we finally get to go talk to Kaidan at least. Help request. From Center Blocked. Commander, my name is Jondam Bao. I'm with Special Tactics and Recon. While some still have concerns about your past activities with Cerberus, many of us in STNR took your warnings about the Reapers seriously. I'm reaching out to you because I have information that could tie agents with significant political power to the Reapers. If you have time to meet me in the Citadel Embassy, I'd appreciate your discreet assistance. Sincerely, Jundam Bao, STG, STNR. I think we're picking up some side quests. Meet me in Purgatory from Arya T'Loak. I have a proposition for you, Shepard. You won't want to pass it up. I'm in a nightclub on the Citadel called Purgatory. Don't make me wait too long. Arya. I think this was meant to be like suggestive because the way they wrote Arya and their assumption is that players playing this game are going to be extremely sexually attracted to Arya. She's a real big turnoff for me. So this is like all written completely wrong for me. But I mean, we'll check in with her. But I think that was meant to be like sexually suggestive in the way that it was read. And yeah, whatever. All right, let's go check on the emergency so that we can go and see Kaidan. The only reason we're saving the universe is so that Kaidan will have one to live in.
Is everything okay?
That's what I'm gonna find out.
That's what I wanted to ask you. Bryson is DLC. Okay. Hello. Engineer Adams.
Automated systems have the fires contained. It should be safe to enter.
Fires?
Follow your lead.
You let fire onto my ship? Also, why am I not armed and in armor? I like the universe. All my stuff is there. Seriously, I should be wearing armor, should I not?
Joker, what's that?
I should have a gun.
Fire extinguishers, Commander. Could be an electrical fire or something.
How do you not know what it is? It's obvious what it is.
I'm going in.
Like, seriously. You all should know exactly what the problem is.
Edie, talk to me.
Does Edie have a body now?
Is there a particular topic you wish to discuss, Shepard?
Edie?
I called it.
You're in Dr. Eva's body.
It was...
Not all of me, but I had control of it. It was not a seamless transition.
I called it right before it happened, but I called it. Hello, 2012 BioWare male gaze trope. Yeah, reminds me a lot of wow, Brain. Come on, Brain. What is her name? The android in Star Wars The Old Republic. As far as, like, body design. Which is also a BioWare game. Shoot, what is her name? I can't think of her name. Sorry, my brain loses names very easily. But, yeah. Edie, why are you in this body?
A transition? You blacked out on us for a while there.
Like,
Correct.
I support
We brought this unit on
your
board
transition,
and began a background process
if it was indeed your choice.
Prothean device. This eventually triggered a trap. A backup power source and CPU activated, and the unit attempted physical confrontation. Fortunately, I was able to gain root access and repurpose it as I saw fit. During this process, it struggled, thus the fire.
Come on. What is her name? Scorpio. Thank you, yes. It reminds me of Scorpio as far as, like, not the head, but the head is somewhat similar, just more human here, but the body is very Scorpio. Okay, so I firmly transition brain. Hello. I firmly support Edie's body transition from being a ship to being a female presenting android if it was her choice.
Edie, you need to alert us about incidents like this. You shouldn't have done this alone.
Bringing the crew up to speed would have been counterproductive. All attempts to help would have been limited by reaction time.
Can we put some clothes on you?
So if you're in there, are you still in the ship?
I exist primarily within the ship. For optimal control, this unit should remain within Normandy's broadcast or tight beam range.
Are you planning to take that body somewhere?
Normandy's weaponry is not suited to every combat situation.
I'm guessing she's a companion now.
You mean you could come with us?
Correct. This body could accompany you to areas the Normandy cannot reach.
Yeah, she's the ship's avatar.
Before we do that, I need you to guarantee this mech doesn't have any more surprises. Run whatever tests you can. Then we can talk about using it in combat situations.
One moment. I am running trials. Complete. I can send you a full report if you wish. However, my first step should be restoring
Cortana.
functionality to the Normandy to reassure the crew that all is normal.
Just don't be surprised if the crew is a little wary of your new body. It was shooting at them a while ago.
Don't break Joker,
An excellent
please.
point. I will take it to the bridge. Joker will also want to see it.
Just don't break Joker.
On that we can agree.
Like, as much as I really, really wish that Male Shep could romance Joker, I know Joker and Edie have a thing, and...
Was that Edie who just walked by?
Yes, it was.
Joker is going to have a field day with this.
Chakwas, you and I think alike.
No crew health issues to report.
Yeah, I'm sure Tali will not react especially well. Okay, that was not expected, at least by me. I should go... I should visit places in the ship, starting with my cabin, that currently has no fish. No fish. I should not have any new mail, but okay. What is this? Oh! Cycle appearances. I wish I could zoom in. At least I can do this. Cool, 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 cool. I like the full armor, that's nice, but I think we're gonna stick with the base. Can we just put clothes on you, Edie? Like, that would be lovely. This seems the least sexually overt. Even that one is somehow overly sexual. That was one of your favorite scenes? Death by Snoo Snoo. And that one is just, why? Like, it's armor that... anything that hits the boobage area will be directed in towards the center of the sternum. Physical blows will head towards the center of the sternum, which is a great way to break the armor there and break the person's chest. This is a bad armor design. All right, that seems the least overtly sexual. Sorry. I wish I could put clothes on some of these characters. The boob armor is not good. It might be decorative. I wish I could rotate them. Like for ceremonial purposes, maybe, because I know there is some historical boob armor, But it would have been ceremonial armor, not actual functional armor, because functional armor for women looks a lot like functional armor for men. That one's not bad. Sorry, I've distracted myself with Space Barbie. 1 and 2 are good. I like that one's good. That one's good. Eh. We'll try that for now. Accept. I didn't know that that was a thing I could do up here, but okay. I should actually look at what is in the journal. The journal. Oh, also, I have 5 points to spend. Yeah, it was not what I was expecting. Like, I knew we had put that body in where Edie's central processing unit was, and that seemed like a really bad idea. And so I immediately knew that was the problem. This was not what I was expecting from that. So I liked the reveal. I figured it out, like, as they were presenting it to me, before the fire suppressant cleared and we saw the body. I was like, does Edie have a body now? So I feel good. I feel proud of myself for having figured it out, like, at all. I think we're gonna bump tech armor again. Damage and radius. Detonation damage by 30%. I've basically never detonated it. Impact radius by 30%. Damage protection. Honestly, I'm gonna go damage protection because I basically never I never explode it. I just have it as armor. Okay, let's talk to people. Because I want to go find Kaidan.
I found something suspicious. Have you got a minute?
Yeah, what's up?
Commander, are you alright? It was fairly intense up here. I can only imagine what it was like down on that moon.
I thought you'd be more concerned about Edie.
Edie is a huge asset to this team. If she'd told me about her plan to obtain a body, I'd have volunteered to help.
I did not wish to force a conflict of interest between our friendship and your duty.
I'd have preferred a conflict of interest to a hard restart of half our systems. But thanks, regardless. While you're here, though, I found something while scanning Alliance channels. Grissom Academy is requesting help. The Reaper invasion front will hit them soon.
What's Grissom Academy?
I thought the war would close most schools.
Grissom Academy is more specialized than a normal school. It's home to some of the smartest students humanity has to offer. Their Ascension project helps gifted young biotics. If it had been open 20 years ago, I bet you'd have been there.
Yes, I sent a young man named David Archer there. I'm just surprised they're still open.
Some of their work has Alliance support. That might be why they stayed.
That is the first time in the entire series that a piece of dialogue has acknowledged the fact that my Shepherd has biotic abilities.
What can we do?
A Turian evac transport responded to their distress call. So normally, I'd say we don't need to do anything. But something sounded off in the Turian signal. I had Edie perform an analysis.
What?
It's fake.
Fake?
She thinks it's Cerberus. She
Probably.
said the fake Turian signal was similar to the one that lured you to a collector ship.
Ah.
Long story.
Whoever faked the signal wants us to think Grissom Academy's being evacuated. But I believe they're still in danger.
Good catch.
If this really is Cerberus, hopefully this operation is something worth investigating. It could be simple disinformation.
Trainer. Good catch.
Thank you, Commander.
We're picking up so many quests. Apparently, Trainer doesn't want to say anything more to us. We're here. I don't expect more, and there aren't. Good. Okay. Let's go see Joker and Edie. But also, like, so much stuff here. All right. You said Dr. Bryson is a DLC, so I should probably wait on that. Sirkesh. That's the Krogan. Grissom Academy. That is going to be a lovely little side quest there. Oh boy, so many new things.
The Reaper weapon, nicknamed Blackstar, is so advanced that Alliance scientists can only offer speculation about how it works. The gun appears to exploit an Element Zero core and mass effect fields to fire gravitational singularities.
Black hole gun!
Micro black holes that revert to their natural lethality when they impact a solid object. Researchers theorize that the blast tears apart the strong nuclear forces that hold the target's atoms together, resulting in a localized fusion reaction in light atoms and a localized fission reaction in heavy atoms. If that hypothesis is correct, the weapon alters nuclei, thus changing the chemical composition of the target. This destroys organic tissue, corrodes surviving armor, and leaves a visible trail of light-emitting particles. Although some might argue that the Blackstar's single-launch capability makes it a liability, its capacity for utter destruction is essential when the user requires large-scale, instantaneous damage.
The fact that we have this codex entry, I think, means that I have a black hole gun.
The Reaper called Harbinger is believed the Brute is a hulking amalgamation of Turian and Krogan victims of the Reapers. Because tissue from dextroprotein species like the Turians is incompatible with levoprotein species like the Krogan, implants regulate the Brute's body chemistry to combat organ rejection. It is the fusion of Turian military skill and Krogan blood rage that makes the Brute such a formidable enemy, capable of destroying armored vehicles to get to the soldiers inside. Troops are advised to keep their distance and, whenever possible, not engage a Brute alone.
Apparently they are Turian Krogan hybrids. Interesting.
Marauders are harvested Turians that command and protect other Reaper troops. The lean, armored creatures present a significant threat in and of themselves, but they are especially dangerous when leading a Reaper task force. Alliance Marines have observed Marauders fortifying husks and cannibals by enveloping them in a ribbon of energy that forms a scabby shell of armor. For this reason, when Alliance soldiers
kill the Marauders first.
Alongside husks or cannibals, standing orders are to target the Marauder first.
Got it. Technology. The genophage. We know about the genophage.
The Turians fought the Krogan to a standstill, but the sheer weight of Krogan numbers indicated they could not be stopped through conventional means. The Turians collaborated with the Solarians to engineer a genetic counter to the Krogan's rapid breeding. The genophage virus replicated by eating key genetic sequences, altering every cell of Krogan physiology, so the Krogan could not use gene therapy to fix the affected tissues. Once a genophage strain could replicate no more, it would starve and die, limiting mutation and contamination. In addition, the created genetic flaw is hereditary. The resulting mutation made only 1 in 1,000 Krogan pregnancies carry to term, reducing offspring viability rather than fertility. Krogan warlords fought battles over the females able to carry children to term. The release of the genophage is still controversial and bitterly debated in many circles.
I mean, it should be controversial. Because it was unconscionable, but also they like to make morality in this game very difficult to consider. Because supposedly it was done for their benefit, but also, like, it was the wrong thing to do. There had to be another solution. I don't.
The John Grissom Academy, founded in 2176, is the Alliance's premier school for young human biotics. The institution is housed in a space station in orbit over the human colony of Elysium. Its main program, the Ascension Project, is designed both to train and monitor young biotics, as well as help them integrate into society after graduation. Unlike the project's previous incarnation, Biotic Acclimation and Temperance Training, or BAT, the training is not exclusively military in nature. The Academy also employs scientific personnel, including Dr. Kaylee Sanders, to develop synthetic intelligence systems and biotic amplifiers like the new L4 implants.
Okay. I do see that it is 3 o'clock, and my body is saying I need another quick bio break. So I'm going to take one. We'll come back. We'll run around the ship. We'll go to the Citadel and see Kaidan. That is the plan. Just give me a minute, and I will be right back. Hello, welcome, Mixarianne. Thank you so much for the raid. It is great to see you. I'm happy to hear that you're playing art really, really good. I hope that you had an excellent stream, and welcome in, everybody. It's great to have you here. We are about to start up hour 3 of Mass Effect 3-ing, and let's see, EDI just got a body. So spoilers if you're unfamiliar with Mass Effect 3. And the plan is we're going to run around the ship, talk to everybody, see if there's any new dialogue, and then we're going to the Citadel because Kaidan is awake, and we have to go and talk to Kaidan. So... but yeah, if anybody here is not following Mixarian, you definitely should. Mixarian is a content creator as well as works in comic books. And so, yeah, it's a good person to follow, good person to know. And you should definitely give a follow if you haven't already. So, yeah. Yes. You got your chicken in the crock pot. Woohoo! I think I'm having chicken parmesan tonight. With the weirdness of the fact that, like, Philip is recovering, and so we're isolating from one another. He's the one that cooks, and so he's not, because in attempting to not catch anything myself, not comfortable with having him preparing food that I'm then going to eat. So I have some frozen chicken parmesan that I've not ever had before. It's Boston Market brand, so it's probably okay. We'll see. I'm going to try it. I've never had it before. But I wanted something, and frozen chimichangas and frozen fried rice and things like that are fine for a while, but eventually I need to expand out and have other things. So it probably will be. The only apart from like the stuff at like Boston Market, the restaurant, the only frozen stuff of theirs that I've ever had were their chicken pot pies, and those were decent. They were actually some of the best insofar as like microwave pot pies are concerned. They were one of the first to put like the little reflector in that would help to like crisp up a crust in the microwave. So I expect it'll probably be a fairly decent frozen dinner item. I know way too much about frozen meals, but that's also because I don't cook. I am not a cook person. I'm not like... The extent of the cooking that I do for myself is tuna fish salad and various ways of preparing eggs. Otherwise, it's not something I enjoy doing. So frozen meals cooked either in the microwave or the oven are my go-to. Anyway, I'm gonna dive back into the game now. Okay. We were going through the new entries in the Codex. Known associates. EDI.
The Enhanced Defense Intelligence, or EDI, serves as an information source and cyber warfare defense system on the rebuilt Normandy SR-2. The ship's crew can access EDI at any terminal or through radio contact. During an attack from the Collector vessel, pilot Jeff Joker Moreau gave EDI full access to the Normandy systems, allowing the ship to escape. Although EDI retains the control that Moreau gave her, she is usually content to advise the organic crew members who fly and maintain the ship.
Yeah, Puddleglum, we don't have one here anymore either. Years ago, we were in the middle of moving at Thanksgiving time, and we got... like we pre-ordered because we knew we were going to be moving, and so we weren't going to be able to like prepare stuff. We got a Thanksgiving dinner from I think technically the restaurant was Boston Chicken, because they have two brands, Boston Chicken and Boston Market, but I remember that from then, and honestly, their pot pies from the restaurant itself are amazing. Like, really good pot pies. But their frozen ones actually were pretty decent, too. So, # not sponsored.
Sharpshooter and combat engineer. He was born on Palaven and became a Citadel security officer like his father, but left the Force when superiors shut down his investigation into the rogue Spectre Saren Arterius. Vakarian eventually discovered that Saren had been indoctrinated by the Reaper known as Sovereign. Vakarian eventually found his way to the criminal haven.
I suppose this is good information if you started with this game.
There, he and a small group of operatives worked to disrupt.
Or if it's been a while since you played.
Mercenary groups until Shepard recruited him. The Turian narrowly survived the second Normandy's attack on the Collectors. More recently, Vakarian has become the head of a Turian
calibration caption
focused on preparing for the Reaper invasion.
Alright, that's the main codices. Non-council races. Krogan. Ancient history. The lack of adequately preserved archives presents a significant obstacle to research into ancient Krogan history. Nevertheless, recent archaeological discoveries have shed new light on the topic, revealing a society once rich with cultural, architectural, and artistic accomplishments. Newly discovered ruins reveal that the Krogan had particularly advanced understandings of structural and geotechnical engineering as compared to other cultures at similar stages of development. Old Krogan architecture demonstrates seismic loading techniques that would have both resisted earthquakes and diffused the small-scale vibrations from vehicles in their sprawling cities. Curiously, however, Tuchanka has little natural tectonic activity. Instead, researchers believe the ancient Krogan were concerned with safe cohabitation with one of the planet's apex predators, Kalros, the mother of all thresher maws. Prior to the Genophage, Krogan population growth was limited by predation, disease, and war. Even so, the birth rate exploded once the Krogan achieved industrialization, leading to wars over resources and living space. Other species on Tuchanka suffered greatly as the Krogan expanded. When the Krogan ran out of land, they settled into an arms race that ended in nuclear devastation. Tuchanka's relatively short golden age was at an end. But this ancient history may yet aid the modern Krogan. Some of the techniques and technology discovered in the ruins could be used to improve standard colonization equipment, signaling economic renewal for the Krogan at last. Ooh, yeah, get some foods. Calibration? Oh my gosh. Elaki. The Krogan rebellions. After the Rachni War, the quick-breeding Krogan expanded at the expense of their neighbors. Warlords leveraged their veteran soldiers to seize living space while the council races were still grateful. Over centuries, the Krogan conquered world after world. There was always just one more needed. When the council finally demanded withdrawal from the Asari colony of Lucia, Krogan overlord Kredak stormed off the citadel, daring the council to take their worlds back. But the council had taken precautions. The finest STG operators and Asari huntresses had been drafted into a covert observation force, the Office of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. The Spectres opened the war with crippling strategic strikes. Krogan planets went dark as computer viruses flooded the extranet. Sabotaged antimatter refineries disappeared in blue-white annihilation. Headquarters stations shattered into orbit-clogging debris, rammed by pre-placed suicide freighters. Still, this only delayed the inevitable. The war would have been lost if not for the first contact with the Turians, who responded to Krogan threats with a prompt declaration of war. Being on the far side of Krogan space from the Council, the Turians advanced rapidly into the lightly defended Krogan rear areas. The Turians quickly invaded the Krogan's rear areas. Oh my. The Krogan responded by dropping space stations and asteroids on Turian colonies. 3 worlds were rendered completely uninhabitable. This was precisely the wrong approach to take with the Turians. Each is first and foremost a public servant willing to risk his life to protect his comrades. Rather than increasing public war weariness, Krogan tactics stiffened Turian resolve. Yep, they stiffened those Turians right up. The arrival of Turian forces saved many worlds from the warlords' marauding fleets, but it took development of the Genophage bioweapon to end the war. There were decades of unrest afterward. Rogue warlords and holdout groups of insurgents refused to surrender or disappeared into the frontier systems to become pirates. Imagine how different these codices would sound if read by Doug Jones as the HHGTTG's book. My brain is not parsing what HHGTTG is to stand for. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Yes. Oh gosh, yes. That would be good. It took me a minute, but I got it. The Reaper War. The Battle of Palaven. When Tatris fell, the Turians knew little about the Reapers except that they wanted to enrage the Turians. Staying calm, the Turians massed in force around Palaven, their homeworld. Fleet Admiral Irix Coronati, in what became known as the 15-minute plan, stationed only 2 carriers, Undaunted and Resolute, near the system's relay. When the Reaper fleet emerged, the carriers launched swarms of unmanned fighters and spy drones. These were quickly destroyed, but the drones transmitted vital data on the Reaper's effective range, fleet composition, and exact location. The Turians' other ships then deployed to defend their system in earnest. Knowing that the Reaper's weapons had a longer effective range than any of his own, Coronati made a short, daring FTL jump, landing his dreadnoughts in the middle of the Reaper fleet. The dreadnoughts then turned to line up their main guns on the Reapers, which also needed to turn to fire on the Turians. This ploy used the Reapers' size against them, because they could turn faster. In space, really? I suppose it depends on the size of the engine. Because in a frictionless area, it's all about momentum, how fast you can turn. Anyway. The Turian dreadnoughts locked targets first, and their concentrated firepower downed several Reaper capital ships. The Reapers countered instantly. Their destroyers performed a jump of their own to the skies above Palaven, beginning orbital strikes on Turian cities. The Turians, forced to defend the planet, found themselves in a pitched battle far from the relay, from which emerged a seemingly endless line of Reaper ships. After massive casualties, Coronati ordered retreat. The Turians insist that Palaven is not lost. The battle has merely moved to the ground. Reaper troop transports have dumped hordes of husks to capture Palaven's inhabitants, but met with little success. Reaper capital ships are destroying city after city. But much of the Turian fleet is still operable, and the citizenry is heavily armed. The Turians refuse to be intimidated. I think that's all of the new codex entries. Good. I like not having things blink at me. Okay. So yeah, it would all be about mass and acceleration, because if it would just depend on how quickly you can accelerate a certain amount of mass to see who could turn faster.
Hey, Commander, check out my co-pilot.
Joker's face when he said that. He was so excited.
So she installed herself into the new body without any help from you?
Come on, Commander. Don't you trust me? Okay, let me put it this way. If I knew that Edie was going to install herself into a sexy robot body, do you honestly think I'd be able to keep quiet about it?
Okay, I believe that.
How do you make the cake?
I am right here.
Yes, you are, Edie. Yes, you are.
And yet, I still wish Joker was a romance option for Male Shep.
Hey, I know I used to rag on Garrus for being all angry, but I'm glad he's back.
It's all about the mass.
It's a bullet between the eyes.
Uh-huh.
Plus, we might need something calibrated.
Plus, we might need something calibrated.
Commander.
Hello, Shepard.
Still getting used to greeting people in person?
No. I require only one occurrence to adapt to a new concept.
How are you adjusting to the arms and legs?
I am interested to see how this body performs under real combat conditions, if I could accompany you sometime. Without stress testing, There is no way of knowing if it has serious design oversights. At the moment, it appears adequate.
That's not the word I'd use to describe you.
Perhaps we should speak privately.
It has some serious design flaws.
Over here, flying the ship.
Namely, you're not wearing clothes.
Does Joker not like your new platform?
No, he approves. He wants me on the bridge. He says having me within visual range is important to his morale. Shepard, do you believe your crew members should be allowed to disobey an order on moral grounds?
Absolutely. I have no use for team members who can't think for themselves. Why are you asking about something like that?
I was designed by Cerberus. I do not take moral stances that conflict with orders from my executive officers. But when Jeff removed my AI shackles, I became capable of self-modifying my core programming. I asked Jeff if he thought I should change anything now that I can. He deflected the question with humor.
And you didn't get an answer.
Correct. He has repeated this pattern in response to several of my inquiries. Do you think I should make modifications?
I can't tell you what to do. You're sentient. I have no right to force you to do anything or tell you. Like, choose your own path.
Only you can really answer that question. That's the point of free will.
But moral decisions should not be made in a vacuum. If I do not ask the crew for their opinion,
This is true.
I could miss crucial context. May I ask you the questions Jeff avoids? When there is time, will you answer them for me?
If I think it'll help, I'll do what I can.
I'm not the only one you should ask.
I will keep you informed.
And you can likely learn about any of those concepts much faster by searching all available things on the extranet than by asking me. Like, you could perform an in-depth study of morality within a couple of minutes and be much more knowledgeable on the topic than anybody else on board. But you could also, discuss so that you don't go to unreasonable conclusions, let's say. There's a reason philosophy classes have you talk about things. Edie shouldn't get lost on the extranet version of 4chan. Yeah. We got Ultron. That's why, yes, you can gather all that information and become really knowledgeable, but you also need to contextualize with discussion with actual other living creatures. Because when AIs have been set loose to learn from social media, they inevitably become racist trolls. We're not getting moral philosophy from Wikipedia. A lovely starfield. Friends don't let friends get their moral philosophy from Wikipedia and Reddit. And, oh gosh, what's the one that's supposed to be where you can get expert answers? Quora? Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of, Puddleglum. It's actually useful for some things, but Wolfram Alpha is amazing. I like Wolfram Alpha, but I use it for... Wolfram Alpha is a calculation engine. And you can get lots of information from it. You can give it lots of... you can give it really good... what am I saying? You can put in very complex mathematical formulas and it will calculate them for you, but you can also just type in a date and it will give you a list of things that happened on that date, and it is amazing. I may like Wolfram Alpha a lot. We already came in here. I am wasting time, I think. I'm distracting myself by running in circles. All right, let's talk to Liara.
You're positive you don't want to come over and talk?
No, the gun battery is nice and quiet. If I throw down some rugs, it'll get downright cozy.
Garrus?
I'll be fine, Liara. Just gathering.
Yahoo Answers.
All right.
Apparently, I have no upgrades at the moment to consider. Broker terminal. Alliance interrogation record. Cerberus operative. Alliance interrogator 1. Ugh, check out these implants she's got jammed into her face. Alliance interrogator 2. Shh, she's awake. Cerberus operative. Unintelligible. AI 2. Hello? Do you know where you are? CO unintelligible. AI 1. You know how much goddamn trouble you're in? AI 2. Hey, ease up. Listen, you're in trouble. I'm not gonna lie. But that doesn't mean we can't work something out. If you help us, we can... Explosion. AI 1. Ah! You okay? AI 2. I'm okay. But holy hell, she's dead. What? The whole front of her face is gone. Some kind of ocular flashbang? Well, shit. Is everyone in Cerberus rigged up like that? Well, that's disconcerting.
Something on your mind?
Just old memories. I spent a few weeks on Palavin's South Peaks when I was very, very young. A Turian there teased me a little, saying that the mountains went on forever. I remember believing him. When I looked up at Palavin from its moon, I saw those same mountains burning.
Interesting, I can flip the monitors by moving around. That is surprising.
Feel free to look around.
I have been doing that.
Feel free to look around.
All right.
At your service.
Glyph. I can't talk to Glyph, though. I think we've already gotten all the dialogue we can out of Dr. Chakwas, but we're going to check anyway. Okay. Garrus should be back here if he, he said weapons battery, and this is where that is, I think. She's the Shadow Broker.
I know, Primarch. I'm seeing the same numbers myself. They don't look good.
We have to turn this around and fast.
Well, you can trust Shepard, sir. If anybody can get the Krogan to cooperate, it's him. He's an old friend of Erdnot Rex.
Let's just hope friendship still counts for something in this war.
I'm sure it will, sir.
I mean, she runs a spy network, so that's why she has all those monitors. And when we're in the room, they don't really show us anything, because she turns it off because she's running a spy network. You can never have enough monitors.
Garrus, didn't waste any time getting to work, I see.
After what I've been through lately, calibrating a giant gun is a vacation.
Oh my.
Something to focus on.
Calibrating your giant gun.
Oh, I'm ready for it. But I'm pretty sure we'll still need giant guns. And lots of them. Sovereign didn't go down without a fight. I doubt 1,000 more of his friends will be any different. Still not convinced I should have left Paladin behind.
Yeah.
There was a boy back on Earth.
Oh, God.
6 or 7.
We had to watch that.
I watched him die as the Normandy escaped the attack. Somehow I'm still alive. And he's not.
Being right about the Reapers has never felt much like a victory, has it?
We both knew this fight would be tough. Damned if the Reapers haven't delivered.
At least my government listened to me. Or pretended to. They finally gave me a task force as a token to shut me up.
So you're their expert advisor now?
Just followed your example, Shepard. Yell loud enough and someone will eventually come over to see what all the fuss is about. Not that they'll actually do anything about it.
Until hell shows up at their door. Then they put you in charge.
Yeah, so they can blame you when everything goes wrong.
Not like the old days, is it? Rogue Spectre and C-Sec agents running and gunning outside the lines, making it up as we went along. We're actually respectable now.
What? Respectable?
Yeah. I have a feeling that respect comes with a lot of sleepless nights. I can't even count how many lives are depending on Scaris.
Well, when things are looking grim, and I'm pretty sure they will, just remember, a certain Turian friend of yours isn't sleeping any better, and he'd be more than happy to meet you at the bar and drink you under the table. Something else you want to talk about?
I'm really curious about how they're gonna raise the stakes. So I don't know how this game progresses, because I don't know what's ahead of me. I know what Mass Effect Andromeda had, which is like Mass Effect 4. So I know what's in that. Really, really curious about how they raise the stakes for the upcoming new Mass Effect game after the Reaper invasion. So, throw a trolley switch or something? Oh gosh.
You mentioned you still had family on Palaven.
My father is there. Sister, too.
How long has it been since you heard from them?
Long enough to be worried.
I'm sure they're okay.
That's the thing about getting old, Shepard. The platitudes get just as old. Pretty soon, blind hope is all we'll have left. And I hate being blind.
You know, if you want to have moral conundrums that involve a trolley, there is a game, a card game, called Trial by Trolley. I backed the Kickstarter, and it's actually a really fun game. The Kickstarter
I know you don't have any illusions about what
gave extras, but
we'll rate our chances.
I know it looks bad now, but I think we can win this, Shepard. For the first time since we met, we're not alone in the fight. It's something I learned long ago in C-Sec. An imminent and painful death has a way of motivating people. Instead of questioning your every word, whole civilizations are going to be begging you to save them.
And Trial by Trolley was made by the people that that do the Cyanide and Happiness comics.
After what's happened to Palaven, you still believe that?
I didn't say there wouldn't be casualties. It's something Turians are taught from birth. If just one survivor is left standing at the end of a war, then the fight was worth it. But humans want to save everyone. In this war, that's not going to happen.
So what's this Reaper task force you've been running?
After what happened to you out there in Batarian space, I knew time was running out for all of us. The Citadel Council was a dead end, so I did something I never thought I'd do. I went to my father.
He used to work for C-Sec, didn't he? I seem to remember that the two of you didn't see eye to eye.
To put it mildly. But he still had heavy pull in the Turian government. The Primarch, well, the old one, was a friend of his. So I went to my father and laid out everything we knew about the Reapers, from Saren all the way to the Collector base.
I'm not sure even I'd believe it.
I had to admit that parts of it sounded crazy, meeting Vigil, talking to Sovereign on Vermeer. But my father just listened.
Ableism.
It's what he did in his days at C-Sec, putting together all the pieces. If the connections were there, he wouldn't deny them. And he saw what we always
I made my dad play Mass Effect 1 and 2.
I'm glad someone finally agreed.
He did more than agree. He took it to the
I like his style.
Except the Primarch wasn't as convinced. My father kept pushing and finally got him to commit some token resources. And if you call them a task force, it sounds like you did something about it.
What did you do with it?
As much as I could get away with. And a little more. We hardened our lines of communications, expanded emergency stockpiles across the colonies, improved our early warning detection protocols.
You think it helped?
I'd like to think it bought our fleet some extra time. We'll know when this war is over.
Puddleglum, can you pull a lever and have it hit both wolves?
So you can vouch for this new Primarch?
Well, even if I couldn't, you go to war with the army you have.
Will he live up to his word?
I've never known Victus to lie. Play fast and loose with strategy, maybe, but betray an ally. Not his style.
That's
And
good.
if he did try, well, we'll just find another Primarch.
Primarch Garrus.
I noticed generals, including yours. How far down the line of succession are you these days?
Let's not go there.
Primarch Vicarian, honored war hero. Somebody's gonna have to rebuild Palaven when this is over.
Yeah, somebody who knows how to hold a hammer.
Excellent response, Puddleglum.
That's all for now, Garrus. It's damn good to have you back.
Wouldn't miss this fight for anything. Now, I'm sure somebody screwed up something down here. I want to get the old girl back in fighting shape.
They, like, as the conversation ended, they moved closer together, and I just expected them to kiss, and they didn't. But,
Good to be back on board, Jim. It's nice to see Leora again. I actually missed this place. Somehow, I always knew I'd see the Normandy again. Maybe later. Maybe later.
I mean, I knew they weren't going to, but also... So the thing that popped up was telling me something about I could do something in Medbay? Something about reassigning abilities, maybe? I don't know what it was telling me. Does not present me with all the romance options my heart desires. I have a new power. I don't want to reset them. I don't know. Like, it pops up and I didn't read it. Is there a place I can see that message somewhere? Because I have no idea what it said. Is there like a log? I don't think there's a log of messages. I wish there was, because I could certainly use it. All right, engineering deck. Let's check starboard cargo.
We actually have a research department for that. They focus test looks, voice, manner. Apparently, Curly is good. Sorry, pay more attention. Solarians relate to high-pitched voices.
And Turians?
Turians are not. A civilization of warners.
Ableism.
Loyal viewers with a creepiest fan mail.
Is there gonna be a romance between Trainer and Allers?
Whose man was that? She has got some curves. Do we need to talk, Commander?
Not right now, of course.
Let me know when we do.
Because I'd be okay with that. As long as Trainer keeps secret what needs to be kept secret, I'd be okay with them having a romance. Here I'm just visiting all of the spaces that have nobody in them, because I'm that person. I miss Fitzsimmons. I don't remember what their actual names were, but they were Fitzsimmons. Oh, yeah, I should... Weapon bench, weapon upgrades. Ken and Gabby. The Vindicator. The Viper. Let us upgrade the Viper. Since that is sort of my primary weapon. I want to make sure I keep a little bit of money on hand, though, apparently. Katana, Scimitar, Vindicator. We're good for now. Hello, Pupper! I cannot pet you. It will not let me. So does the... Okay, so it does... That one lowers health boost, but boosts shield regeneration. Got it. Okay, okay. So... More like in Andromeda, where the armor I wear actually matters. Boosts melee a little. That might be worth it. Oh, no, I don't like that. Right, okay. I actually don't like the way those legs look, but I like the boost in weapon damage. Weapon bench. Submachine gun, shotgun. Do I not have... I don't get the black hole gun? It gave me a codex entry for it, but I don't get to actually use it. I'm sad. Fine. Enhanced scope. Extended barrel. Spare thermal clip. Increase thermal clip capacity, increasing the number of spare shots. Accuracy by 15%. Helps aim through smoke. Or damage by 15. That. Let's confirm that. Assault rifle. Piercing mod. Magazine upgrade. Ooh. Sounds good. And let's... All right. Fine. Okay. Upgrades applied. Where is... What's his face? Heavy weapons are a one-time use. Aw. So I had it, and I didn't use it, and it's sad, because black hole gun! There you are. Cortez?
Shuttle's primed for the next drop. Shuttle's primed for the next drop.
Alright. One more person to talk to. Then we go and try and talk to Kaidan.
That Primarch's got some real cojones. What we need... Hey.
Oh, I missed part of the dialogue. Ooh. A model. How did I miss that before? Or was that new? I don't know. Whatever. Hello, Pupper. Robo-Pupper is tired. But I can't pet the dog. Alright. CIC. Just to check. Nothing. Good. All right. Save game. Let us... Mission summary. All right. Strike Abyssal, Prothean Obelisk. Side quest, but we have to do Eden Prime to get that. And Eden Prime was, if I remember correctly, DLC that I should wait on. Grissom Academy seems promising as a side quest that we could do. Dr. Bryson was a side quest, or sorry, a DLC, so I should probably wait on that one. Alien Metagel Formula. Oh, that one we tried to do, but we didn't find the person. I could do Eden Prime now. Okay. The priority mission is Surkesh, which is advancing to the Turians, or Krogans, I mean. But for now, we're going to the frickin' Citadel because Kaidan's awake. Priority is main quest, as far as I can tell. And then anything else is side quest. I don't know that... we did not fully explore because the Reapers were very aggressive. But I think we're gonna come back. Unless... Should I... Do I have time? There's resources here. Holy frack. Nope, nope. We're not doing that. I could check Castellus. There's like Reapers everywhere. All right. Oh, maybe it wasn't Reapers. It was things I identified? I don't know. Start scanner. Banner of the 1st Regiment, apparently. No idea. I need fuel, but I think we can go back to Jemay. I think those weren't Reapers. Those were things I had identified via scanning. Will I attract Reapers in this system if I scan? Or does that not happen in the mass relay system? Also, is there not stuff to discover here? I'm so confused. It seems like there's not anything to discover, and I won't attract Reapers by scanning in this system. I'm going to continue scanning, just to confirm my theories. All right, back to Jemay, because I panicked. But these are, I believe, identified things. Investigate. Wreckage. The wreckage of a fuel depot destroyed by enemy forces. Fuel can be salvaged from the debris. Recovered 750 units of fuel. Yep. All right. More fuel. And there was something here. Start scanner. Much less time scanning. This game is much less about scanning. Another lost and found item. War asset acquired. Turian 79th Flotilla. Sweet. All right. Let us head to the Citadel, because the most important thing The only reason we're saving the universe is Kaidan. So the most important thing is checking on Kaidan, right? That's how it works, right? Plot mass relay jump to Serpent Nebula. Engage. Enter the Citadel. I don't want to go to Dr. Bryson's lab right now. We'll go to the Alliance docks.
You're clear to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
Take me to the hospital.
Yes, Commander.
How do I look? Do I look good? Is Kaidan gonna be happy? Do I look okay? Maybe I should... Oh dear. Attention, please. Due to some confusion with the Turian succession hierarchy, war efforts will suspend in less than 10 minutes. Please prepare to secure all weapons prior to spending the night in the hospital. Spending the night?
President Huerta died of a stroke 2 years ago, man.
I think he meant to say the man was dead for an hour and a half. His political enemies piled on enough propaganda to get the hospital name changed.
He can't remember his own name without the VI instead of telling him what it is. Trust me, in this building, we know dead.
The Supreme Court says he's alive.
5 justices say he's alive. 2 of them appointed by him. The name is what it is.
It's completely tasteless to call this place Huerta Memorial.
President Huerta died of a stroke 2 years ago, man.
I think he meant to say the man was dead for an hour and a half.
Having a VI drive your body isn't life. Are Reaper husks alive?
You did not just say that.
But it's the same thing, isn't it? He walks and makes noises just like they do.
Yeah, this whole weekend's felt really fast.
Thanks. Took her long enough to get the hint.
All right, something updated on our... Ooh! The banner of the 1st Regiment, a Turian artifact, was recovered from Castellus in the Apian Crest. Find someone on the Citadel who can use it. The Metagel formula one updated. A doctor on the Citadel needs a new Metagel formula created specifically for aliens. Find a new formula. Deliver it to her. Well, we have it. So... somewhere there is a doctor.
I found this Metagel formula and figured you could make good use of it.
Side quest accomplished.
Never mind, it doesn't matter. Yes, we can put this to good use. Thank you.
Sweet. Okay. But the most important thing. Kaidan Alenko. I'm picking up side quests as we go. Oh, God, I have to save him from Udina. Leave him alone, Udina.
The galaxy has need of exceptional soldiers like you, now more than ever.
You'll have it soon, Counselor. I promise.
I look forward to it. Shepard.
The voice that the voice actor does for Kaidan reminds me a little of Casey Kasem.
Shepard, hey. You just missed snack time. Actually, that's probably a good thing. Thanks for coming.
No problem. What did Udina want? Still thinking about the Spectre position?
Well, it's a big honor. A huge responsibility. Just need to be sure.
I got you this.
What do you want, Kaidan?
That's really great.
Just a little pick-me-up.
Maybe when I'm out, we can crack it open and celebrate. I am so ready to get out of here. You can't tell, but I'm tied to this bed by medical red tape. I mean, Doc says I'm good to go, but then she always finds just one more test to run.
How are you really? I want to say it's good to see you.
You doing okay?
My implant got a little rattled, so Doc just wants me to keep the biotics offline for a bit. It's really no big deal.
Need me to break you out?
I'll let you know.
Only I get to poke Caden.
I'm glad you asked me to come. It's good to see you're going to be okay.
Thanks.
You almost died on my watch. It was horrible to see.
I want you to be straight with me then. So I just want to
I don't want to be straight with you.
After Horizon, you and me, we're good.
We've been through hell together, had each other's backs. That kind of bond is hard to break.
No, not just that. You were my commander.
I can't be straight with you.
We went through Asher's death together.
Yeah. We did.
So what do you say? Are we good?
You tell me!
We're good. It was great to have you back on the moon.
Thanks.
Feel like we cleared the air?
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure that I've been wrong about Cerberus, but I've been
Oh, you
wrong.
haven't been wrong about Cerberus.
I should let you get back to the Normandy.
No!
Wish I could come with you.
Yes?
Take care of yourself, Kate. We need you at 100%.
Will do. Thanks for coming.
I need more Caden.
Something else, Shepard?
Must talk to Caden.
Are we going to be able to get past the Horizon?
I'd like to, Shepard. I'd like to move past the harsh words and be friends. At least.
So how do we fix it?
I'll admit, I own a lot of that. You were standing right in front of me, and I shut you down. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay, so let's just put it behind us and get on with what's important right now.
Bury it?
Bury it. Forgive it.
Turn it off. Like a light
I
switch.
think that's how we get past it.
Sorry, my brain went to the Book of Mormon, the musical, but it refuses to give me the tune properly at the moment. But yeah, we'll just turn it off like a light switch. Also, my throat doesn't feel like singing at the moment.
You've been injured. Sure you want right back in the thick of it?
Are you kidding? I want to kick the Reapers straight to hell. Cerberus, too. People near death say their lives flash before their eyes. Well, the future flashed for me. The anguish, the families, the children. It made me determined to live. I need to do something, Shepard. To save at least a few lives.
Give me the update, Major.
Major, yeah.
Congrats. There's obviously been a lot going on.
Anderson asked me to take over a Spec Ops program. First Special Operations Biotics.
It's important to face what's in front of us.
Talented human biotics from around the galaxy.
What's the focus?
Covert, high-risk missions. Turn it down at first. I mean, teaching? I prefer to get my hands dirty.
Anderson can be pretty
I can help you get your hands dirty.
Bit of a hard ass, but you can't argue with this kind of experience. Wouldn't take no, said it had to be me.
With your history, you're the perfect choice.
True. Human biotics are... we're different. Freaks, even. Most people in the galaxy still see us that way.
Ableism.
Accepting it. Embracing it can be the difference between success and sitting at home in your PJs taking red sand. But I don't have to tell you that.
Another acknowledgement that I have biotics. Amazing.
You said your implant got rattled. Everything good?
The medical gibberish was a bit more impressive, but that's what I took away. Rattled. Found a great doc at HQ that's fascinated by the L2 implant. Kind of her pet project. The headaches are as bad as ever, but she's got me on a regimen of acupuncture and meds and...
Tell me who she is so I can check her out and make sure that she's doing things right.
Don't tell me what it is. But my biotics are stronger than ever. Maybe some things get better with age.
Maybe you have.
I would say you definitely have. Yes?
Wait. Don't tell me. Let me live in the illusion.
Where's your family? Are they safe?
My family? My parents live in Vancouver, but Dad's family owns an orchard in the BC interior. They were headed out there on a shuttle the day of the attack.
Heard from them?
No, not yet. But I hope... I'm hoping Dad's alliance training has kept them safe. Must be killing them not knowing where I am.
I want to talk more.
Should probably get going.
Thanks for coming by.
Take care, kid.
Okay, but I don't remember how to do photo mode. Okay, let's just have to figure out how to get the scene where I want it. No, go down. No, I want the camera to go this way. How do I get the camera where I want it? Oh, that's better. Up a little. Up a little. And let's see. Yeah, none of those. Film grain. I don't really see a difference with that. Because it's only 4%. Oh. Oh gosh. Yeah, no. Cadence. They keep it. They keep the temperature nice. I like the vignette. Honestly, this all seems fine. Let's get a monochrome. Why? Also, I can. Saturation. You want something in black and white? I wish I could do like a sepia. Sorry. It's funny because I never, ever do photo mode in any games. Like, it's not something I do, but just taking pictures of Shepard looking at Kaidan in this bed here, just kind of necessary photos for me. All right, and I need him to sort of be looking at Kaidan. One more, and then we're done for today. But I have to do this. Obviously. I mean, of course I have to do this. Okay. I'm gonna save the game. And we will pick up there next time. So let's pop over to the credits. Thank you all for joining me. I'm very happy that I had the energy to get back on today. I'm very happy that you all joined me and that we got to have the first inkling of Caden realizing that we've been flirting with him the entire time. Puddleglum, thank you so much for the 9-month resubscription at the top of stream. MixHarryAnn, thank you so much for the raid and trusting me with your community. And thank you everybody who joined me today. Thank you, Was Not Worth It, for being a subscriber over on Coffee. And thank you to my mods who make all of this possible. Honestly, couldn't do this without them. So yeah, let me look and see where we're going to pop over to. I am live next tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We will be playing more Psychonauts. So that is the plan for tomorrow. I should have an archives stream. Fingers crossed that it goes live on time on Wednesday. And then I do plan to stream next weekend like normal. Hopefully I feel fine. I don't know. I really don't know why I was so exhausted yesterday. But let me see who we're going to say hello to today. I think we're going to pop in on Wireless Riot. So let me set up that raid. Wireless Riot is currently playing Animal Crossing New Horizons. They are a wonderful streamer who you should definitely be following if you're not. So we'll go ahead and set that up. If you want to do the raid call, you should be able to copy and paste that if you have my emotes. Otherwise, it's just #RogueRaid with whatever hello emotes you want to throw in. Once we get over there, it'd be lovely if you would say hello. And yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for joining me today. I hope I see some of you tomorrow or sometime in the near future. Until I do, though, get out there and do some shenanigans, everybody.